Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another edition of the Sideline Junkies Saturday Night Wrestlemaniacs. Whoo! The guy to my right, well, I guess my left, depending on how you're looking at it, the guy to my side here is the people's choice, Don Rodriguez.
Question of the night.
He has a question for everybody. Well, where's James? I'm not even understanding why that's a question. If the man couldn't make it, the man couldn't make it. Uh-oh. The man couldn't make
it. He was snatched. You know how your mama tell you that, make sure you stay with somebody because you could get snatched? He got snatched.
Wow. Don't take that type of slander, James. I know you probably somewhere watching. I know the boss BJ is watching. Don't take that type of slander.
BJ, he got snatched.
Slander.
Sorry,
but like
I was in my feelings. He said he got he waiting on a Uber or a Lyft or something from Virginia to wherever the hell he live at. That's a long ride. How much they charge for that?
I don't know.
Is he getting like the AAA RP?
Did you say triple ARP?
Yeah. He old. God dang, when you telling Fred Flintstone to put his COVID mask on, you old. That's all I'm saying.
Telling Fred Flintstone to put his COVID mask on.
Mr. Slade over there talking about you can't come into the quarry unless you're vaccinated. James behind out there protesting. That's when you know he old as hell. Talk about, man, that's some BS, Mr. Slade.
Hey, look, you said it. I didn't.
He's not here.
I'm setting up. Okay. Shall we begin with the first topic of the night? Let's keep this moving.
Well, yeah, I guess.
I guess.
I'm gonna help the stream out.
Uh-oh.
My son is gonna pose as James. So hold on. I got it.
Uh-oh. You're in for a treat tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He's unhinged, uncaged. He is the choice. Don Rodriguez. There
you go. There's James right there. Smoking and drinking. So go ahead. You got a segment. James is okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Wait. There you go. What you got to say? Go ahead. I heard you got to say.
Wow. When he comes back.
Well, I'm trying to not be, too, we got kids that watch this sometimes. No? Too much? Is that too much? Is that overkill? You're right. You're right. Hold on.
Oh, Lord.
Standards and practices. You're right.
Oh, Lord.
Fine. I'll be politically correct.
Wow. That's what you call politically correct?
He tried to, he sent the message. He tried to get on me, so I got to get on him back. And he's not even here. He knew it was coming because we had the discussion, was it a couple weeks ago, about when they did all the cuts. And he's sitting there saying, yeah, man, yeah, they're not going to use Tyler Breeze on Up, Down, Down. He's never going to be on there again. Then remember, I sent the link to y'all showing that Tyler Breeze was still on the show. Now he sends me a link saying, see, I told you, they said they're letting him go. He can't be on the show no more. I never said he could never be on the show. I just said he was going to be on the show. I'm right, and he over here trying to cost me like a buster. Straight up Mark. Sorry, you go ahead. I heard you was wanting to talk about people, at least as a ticker on our brand new blue color style ticker. I never understood. How come you didn't do since you're a Redskins fan, why don't you do the maroon?
Well, being a Washington football team fan, the color is not maroon, Jim Zorn.
Well, what color is it? Brown?
Burgundy and gold.
Nobody got time for that. That's maroon.
And it's been that way since 1932.
My grandma said that's maroon. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's burgundy and gold.
You can call it what you want to. Is that? Oh, I'm sorry. Uppity people call it burgundy. There you go.
Don't get mad because my team has been here since 1937. Your team was stolen
Twice.
Actually, 3 times. You want to be technical.
Hey man, why you gotta rub it in like that?
Because you lost the original Colts.
Yeah.
Then you lost the Baltimore Colts. Then you stole the Cleveland Browns.
They didn't lose them. They dipped out. They just said, we're just breaking up with you and just left.
Nah, that wasn't even
no Dear John letter or nothing.
Man.
Dipped out. I'm still traumatized by seeing that on the news. Like breaking. Here's the video, 5 a.m. The truck's rolling out. I'm like, news people, you can't stand in front of the truck and tell them, hold up a minute so we can talk about this. They just hold out in the middle of the night.
You know what? That's one of the saddest things in sports. When the Colts left town, I always reference this on every other show when we talk about the Colts. Go watch ESPN 30 for 30, the band that wouldn't die.
Puffy said it best. That's what that was right there. Straight up.
So, around that time, you was about what? 26, 27? 83, 84? You was about 26, 27, right?
Ooh. What? Do I need to draw a picture of James again? Is that... What?
Did you wind up singing the OJs?
26, 27.
Were you sitting on your living room floor singing the OJs? That's what I want to know.
No, man.
Sitting in this house alone, reading the note that said you're leaving home. The only thing they left you was the dog and the cat, huh?
No, they left us that big old beautiful building on 33rd Street that they eventually tore down.
Yeah,
they left us.
And they also left you the Super Bowl trophy from Super Bowl 5. So that is property of the state of Maryland.
At least we got something. But after that, they said, "Kiss my ass."
All right, let's get into this because we 7 minutes in and we ain't talked about wrestling not once. So Keith Lee explained in the uploaded video about his absence from TV. We have been wondering back in February, why hadn't Keith Lee been on TV? So apparently he contracted COVID-19 in January. He was off television for 3 weeks, and he came back in February, wrestled Riddle, and then he was gone again. He had an inflammation in his bloodstream, so he was really, really sick. In the process, it's an inflammation. It's like an inflammation of the heart and lungs, and/or lungs. For me, it was his heart. That was what he said. For him, it was his heart. He could have died if he did any type of physical activity. And people, keyboard jockeys, as our Olympic correspondent, Lady C says, she calls them keyboard jockeys, and they descended on Mia Yim because Mia Yim contracted COVID too because she wouldn't leave Keith Lee's side. Right. They said he caught it from her. In actuality, she caught it from him because she wouldn't leave his side. She's a beautiful woman inside and out because she risked life and limb and career to stand by her man. Mm-hmm. And I applaud her for that. But anybody that would come at her, and I hate it all the way around the board. How do you attack a female for something you know nothing about? So
reference that puffy image that I just posted earlier.
Bitch assness.
Yep.
Yes.
Speaking of bitch assness, just wanted to put this up there. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. Because sometimes I tell the story, but we don't have the video footage. But that's about that time when I slammed James Punk behind, and that's my illustration of the Harley Davidson arcade ride game, and I lifted his behind up just like that and slammed the crap out of him. That's why he out there. Was that Stankonia, Franconia? What he say he was out there in Virginia because he can't get a ride. Ain't no cars out here. How you gonna go out somewhere where there's no cars? What the heck is he on a time warp or something? That's your boy. That's your boy.
He gonna give you the business. But
he got the business that day. He should have been here. He could have called in or something. He could have been a special guest. Nope, he's a straight up buster, man.
Oh my goodness. But it's
That's
glad to have Keith Lee back.
Yeah, we are.
Glad to have him back, but he's healthy. Big ups to Mia Yim, sticking by your man. I know we always talk about being PC and things like that, but fuck the keyboard jockeys that had something to say about her and their perceived thoughts of the COVID-19 diagnosis. Fucking your ass, because you mean nothing. You sit behind a keyboard and you assume. And when you make assumptions, you look like an ass and the Un will shun you. So I'm not down for that. And I it explains a lot because we speculated here when Keith Lee must not be healthy. That's the only reason he's off TV. Mm-hmm. And we were correct. We just didn't know it was to this extent. So glad to have him back. He did something that he didn't have to do, which is he made a video explaining what was going on with his health, and he didn't have to do that. So big ups to him for coming forward and saying that when you didn't have to. Him doing that, I was already a Keith Lee fan. Now I'm a Keith Lee super fan. Like I bangs with Keith Lee hard. I mean, same way I bang with The Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Ric Flair. Keith Lee is in that realm for me. He's my guy. He's my guy. So,
well, now we just gotta see him get his reps in, and then that'll get him back to where he used to be in reference to ring shape, ring performance. I'm quite sure he's going to be doing a lot of dark matches and stuff like that just to get him where he needs to be. But truthfully, if I had to guesstimate as to where he kind of got that COVID from, wouldn't be surprised if it was from that performance center, since there was a period where good old NXT towns were starting to pop up with COVID. And that's when Vince started shutting things down, saying NXT better not make that remotely close to any tapings or airings or recordings or whatever of the main roster until that stuff was locked down. So unfortunately, that training that he had to go to, that he didn't really need, but they set them down there anyway, could have been a catalyst to him getting close enough to catch the virus. So yeah, that's nothing to play with, because we've all encountered somebody, I may know somebody close or relatively close that is gone through fire and is dealing with COVID, and then we have some people that just had the 19. So those that got the COVID, man, that's no joke. I was watching the doctors the other day. The guy was patient 0 in California, actually, because they didn't know what the heck was going on. So he lost both fingers, almost all of his fingers in both hands, part of one of his foot, his toes on one of his feet. He was a blessing to be alive, but they didn't know what to do. Now we at least got the vaccination to help slow things up, but still that could hit you hard, and you could be an athlete with great blood pressure and no sugar issues and all this, and be a vegan, and you could be at death's door, or you could be somebody that eats burgers all day and all you guys are like cough. You just don't know. So make sure everybody is safe out there. Don't take any unnecessary risks that could put you in harm's way and stuff like that. So just be smart. Mask or no mask, whatever you're doing, we're not going to try to tell you what to do, but just be smart. And not just smart for you, but smart for the person next to you, because you could be cool, and then you also could be the death sentence for the person next to you, because you don't know what you have. It's almost starting to get kind of scary. Remember, well, you old enough to remember, back in the day when AIDS was starting to when it was becoming a thing, and don't sit on the toilet behind somebody. Don't touch this. Don't do that. Nobody knew how you contracted it and stuff like that. And that if they told you had it, you're like, just cancel Christmas. You're not going to make it until Magic, because Magic is cured. But that's a whole different story right there.
And happy birthday to the one and only Magic Johnson.
Yeah, he's cured.
But to echo what you were saying, where I don't care if you get the vaccine or not. It's your choice, your body, your choice. You want to get it. You don't. But don't shame somebody one way or the another because they don't want it or that they got it. Don't shame anybody. Just wear a damn mask. The numbers went down when we washed our hands, we social distance, we wore masks, numbers went down. You always talk about science. Let's look at the science from a year ago. Do the same thing you did before. Vaccinated or not, let's wear a mask. They got some good ones, man. I got a couple great ones too.
True, they got some that got color and light up and all that. The video game company Razer is beta testing one that's got all this, enhanced audio and stuff. You damn near transform when you put that thing on.
Yeah, you can talk to it and they got the voice changer.
Yeah, man, it's like
yeah. But I seen one that had. I'm trying to find it again. It's one that looks like. Remember the mask Mustafa Ali used to wear?
Yeah.
I want one of those.
Well, so I'm like scorpion masks.
Yeah.
People out there trying to accessorize to work their mask game. It's like, well, it's going. You gotta wear it, so you might as well accessorize it.
Hey,
do what you're gonna do. I'm just waiting for start seeing them bedazzled masks. People out there, doing those things. Got the 14 karat mask on, a rapper out there.
Hey, you already seen the Louis Vuitton ones, Gucci.
yeah, Dookie Rope, super gold mask with the diamonds in it and all that stuff. Diamond smile in the front of the mask and stuff like that. And I'm over here stunting.
Mask costs $5,000.
Heck yeah, man! What the heck? Then when we get to that point, I guarantee you, like, oh, COVID's cured. Like, man, what am I gonna do with this $1 million mask now? Mess around, end up in the Smithsonian for dummy.
Where we going next?
I don't know, man. I think it's already looked like it's gonna be one of them shows where we go left and can't figure out how to go straight again. But I guess I don't know. You got the ticker. Hit the ticker button. Tell us where to go.
NXT Changes.
Oh snap! Oh, I guess we go from bad to worse on that one. So it's been reported from credible sources that there is some changes to come into NXT from the McMahon end, and by McMahon we're talking about Vincent Kennedy, to where he wants NXT to go back to the original premise. Original premise is that you're pumping out big men. We're talking on a level of remember Brock Lesnar came out of OVW, aka what became NXT, and Batista and Randy Orton and John Cena, when they were putting out those Bobby Lashley size athletes. That is what is starting to become a thing. And people are wondering if some of the mainstays like Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Cameron Grimes, and others are going to be on a chopping block because they're not the biggest athlete, but at the same time, they're NXT mainstays. The women haven't been included in that because, that'd be kind of sexist and sizist and stuff like that. So that'll kind of put them in an ugly light. But for the men, they're, they've been getting a lot of flack from AEW superstars like the Young Bucks been taking jabs at it, and others on the fact that, hey, they're just saying, like, I'm 6'5", 300 pounds, stuff like that, because they're just letting all the little guys go. So I wanted to get your opinion on that, because nothing against the big guys, but if they're wrestling as a big man, taking point, Omos, he's out there wrestling as a big man, so he's not going to be high flying. He's not going to be, doing, planchas and suicide dives or, tornado DDTs, Canadian destroyers. He's gonna, do the chops and the big attacks. So if that's all you got in NXT, my question to you is, should they just infuse NXT into WWE proper and call it a day? Because what kind of show do you have, in my opinion?
I think it's absolutely positively bull, because why are you going back to doing something that's not the way that wrestling works anymore? This is not a big man's business. The reason why WCW ran off 83 weeks because they showed the spotlight. Yeah, they shine the spotlight on the luchadors, lucha libre wrestling, the cruiserweights.
The most important segments, or the important hour, that middle hour of Nitro, was all cruiserweights. You got same thing with ECW. In the midst of all that crazy, here comes Rey Mysterios and Malenkos and other people flowing through that, doing stuff that's just mind blowing. Good chain wrestling and planches and all that stuff. And then you go back in and you infuse the rest of your story.
Right.
But if you remove the true backbone, which is, those Garganos, Ciampas, Grimes, LA Knight, and even Isaiah Swerve Scott and Legado del Fantasma. I mean, there's a lot. I'm not thinking of everybody off the top of my head, but there's enough down there to still perform at the highest level, even though they lost a bunch of people. And keep in mind that still the streak is continuing. The NXT takeovers, which we've got one coming up, is still outpacing WWE shows for the best quality bell to bell. And who's most of the talent that's booked on that? They're not big guys.
Exactly.
You may have a couple intertwined here or there, like this one coming with Walter. But yeah, they're the workhorses.
But so here's my thing.
What do you have?
Let me throw this out to you. One of the, and this is my opinion, I don't know if you don't agree with it, you don't agree with it. You want to go, Vince wants to go to this big man style. But if you look back in the history, what is one of probably the top 5 greatest match all time? Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, I believe that was Halloween Havoc.
Halloween Havoc, absolutely.
That, if I'm not mistaken, that is a top 5 all-time match across every brand.
Oh yeah, I thought Eddie killed Ray at least 3 times, because the way Ray took those power, especially off the ladder, oh my God! And when you go back and watch that, you're like, what the hell? And how is Rey Mysterio still walking around?
Now you look at big man wrestling. There are no more Hogans. There will never be another Rock. There'll never be another Lesnar. There'll never be another Kane. There'll never be another Undertaker.
You can't recreate that stuff.
No, you can't. But those days are gone.
You don't want to go to the Attitude Era, but if you do that, then you can't have somebody be Rock-esque. The furthest we've gone into, I guess, passing PG into, MA-17 is the banter going back and forth between Roman Reigns and John Cena, talking about sexual positions. That's probably the edgiest that we've had in the WWE that's close to that level without them going super descriptive. But, it's John Cena, so he gets a pass because of the millions of dollars that he's going to rake in. Same thing like The Rock. He gets a pass because of the $1 million he can rake in. So Roman is just kind of he's just riding a wave on that. But anybody else, they can't go there. Even though, now versus 10 years ago, you could say the B word freely and other, you could throw the middle finger up on national television freely and stuff like that versus 10 years ago where you couldn't do that. DX was pushing the envelope with the suck it and stuff like that. But,
But see, they got away with it by letting the crowd say it.
Oh yeah.
That's how you get away with it.
Yep.
You
And
know,
the practices can't, you can't control the people. If
Nope.
you're a live show and they're chanting, that's what they're gonna do.
But they would, tape delays and things like that. But you're not gonna have these big men. Why? This goes back to my rant. What was that, last week? Vince, it's time to walk away. It's time to go.
Well, I still don't think he needs to go. I just think he needs to
turn off the lights.
He needs
This
to
party's over.
listen to others. Bruce Pritchard's. I think it's time for them to step back a little bit, and oh gosh, Michael Hayes. Time to step back a little bit and let some of these younger road agents come up with some stuff and infuse some things that's going to invigorate the WWE and take it into the future. We're what, a month in now? Just about a month in of everybody being live, I'd say.
About that.
I mean, the crowd is showing you what they like and what they don't like. And at the end of the day, I know we talk about, well, there's the ratings reports and stuff like that, and who's leading in the ratings between AEW, Dynamite, and Raw, SmackDown. But really what needs to be conveyed is the excitement and the fan level all throughout the course of the show. How loud are your fans? And AEW is still winning on how loud the fans are. I mean, we taking Cena out of it because Cena's polarizing. Like him or don't like him, when you have a Cena segment, the place and the roof is just going off. So if you remove Cena, looking at both programming, who do you have that could go up against an entire show? How many people can you put up against an entire 2-hour block of AEW Dynamite? You got Bianca Belair. It's a huge pop. Roman Reigns still gets a huge reaction. You've got Seth Rollins, Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, to an extent.
Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
You got to talk about
and Finn Balor.
Yeah, especially if he comes out as the Demon.
Yeah, but they're different shows, different segments, and scattered throughout. Now, if you go to AEW, we're talking from bell to bell. As soon as you start it, no matter where you put somebody, pretty much every match, people are going crazy. I mean, you got, the fans going crazy for Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. You got Orange Cassidy, who does nothing. And I mean that in the Orange Cassidy way. He's just not giving you. You've got people singing Judas, which next week, I guarantee you, it's going to be a spectacle of them singing Judas without the music when Jericho comes out. That's all they're leading up to. That's that whole thing, that fifth labor, without using the Judas effect, and you can't have the Judas entrance. So they're just going to sing it. So, they're singing Judas. Miro's is getting, huge heat. The Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and Christian Cage, it's really a whole show of the fans just erupting. WWE is going to have its pockets, but that's what is the true judge, in my opinion, is how does your crowd sound throughout the entire 2 hours or 1 hour or whatever it is. And if Vince, he doesn't need to go away. He just, the same thing with Triple H, because Triple H is set in some of his ways too. But they need to listen to what the new world order is saying, I guess, for lack of a better term. Even, us old heads, we may like, NWA and Wu-Tang and Tupac and Biggie. And then you listen to, some trap music, and you're like, what the
Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, skirt, and tweet.
Yeah,
and
that way.
Like
Migos.
I don't understand what you're saying.
And in my opinion, Migos is actually better separate than they are together. Because if you haven't heard Offset's solo album, his solo music, oh man, straight bangers. Like I that's my get me home in 20 minutes music.
But I mean, you understand that the sound is different.
Yes.
The times are different. What the amount of attention that people have to invest and pay attention to a storyline is different. The days of a feud going 5-6 months is gone.
Nobody has the attention span for it anymore.
But the flip side, the champion is the champion longer.
Yes.
So you have shorter feuds, but somebody is 365 days as a champion. And that's not 365 days back in the day, 7 days a week, twice on Sunday that you're wrestling. That's 365 days because you're only wrestling 1 day a week, maybe a couple of house shows, but you're back at home on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then you fly back out on Sunday to go back to Raw or Smackdown, however it works out. So, yes, you have the better quality of life, but should you be champion for a year if you're not wrestling consecutively for a year?
Who was that just lost their title after what, a year and a half, 450 some odd days?
We talking about AEW or WWE?
I want to say it was NWA. It was Impact. Was it Impact? No, it wasn't Impact.
Well, I mean, the Impact Championship just changed.
No. It wasn't Impact. I can't think of who it was. I can't think of who it was, but they just lost the title after 400 some odd days. I can't remember who it was.
Now, I don't count this current reign because a lot of those days is COVID days. So, you're talking 460 some days, 365 days, whatever. But yet, if you weren't doing live shows to that point, you're just putting stuff together just to keep the belt on him until things get better, or keep the belt on things get better. I don't even count this last year's worth of reigns. No disrespect to any champion, but that it was just reactionary. Like last year really was a blink. I don't even remember half of what happened last year because most of it was either, can't let people in or, you got a mask behind you so your glasses fogged up. So you don't know what the heck going on anyway.
Wait, wasn't Tessa Blanchard was the champion for over a year? Jordan Grace was the champion for over a year. She should have never lost the title. Oh, Lord, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please be prepared for a Me Too moment from the People's Choice, Don Rodriguez. Come on. You running out of time here.
Take a moment for some fine art.
And that's not how you spell her name.
Who cares, man? That was DYNE or some crap. Like, anybody got time for that? It's like Twitter. I need more characters. Okay, I'm not even gonna go on that tangent because I'm there now. You know what? I'm there.
Oh Lord.
I need more characters because some of us like proper English. So, I got to abbreviate and I got to cut and then I got to re-edit it to try to work it out because I'm still over 250 characters. So then I got to do, just weird. What the hell? I don't get it, man. I need more.
Were you hashtagging?
Hashtagging? You mean was I pressing the pound button?
Oh Lord.
When did that become a thing? How do we go from pound, this star 69 stuff like that? Who came up with that hashtag? It's a pound. Your wife gonna beat you for that, but we're not gonna.
I'm just sitting here playing my head. I got to take it out tonight.
I'm not gonna sit on my pseudo old man pedestal and wonder why. I blame the world, man. Because remember when we used to be able to remember like a good 50 phone numbers in your head?
Yeah, I don't.
Because it's all in your phone.
I got 2 phone numbers that I remember. That's my mom and my wife. Everybody else's phone number. I used to remember BJ's till he changed his. I don't remember his number no more.
So, if I get stranded and I'm beat up, and I'm bloodied on the ground, not by James, of course, but I'm on the ground gasping. They're like, who could we call? I'm gonna have to ask them the first qualifying question. What time is it? Like, oh man, it's about noon. Oh, good. You go ahead and call my store. I guess that's the only number I remember. Like what? Like, yeah, just call work. They'll look my stuff up, and you can call somebody else. Get my emergency contact. I don't remember nobody's damn phone number. Is it in my phone? Look it up. God dang, don't ask me no daggone questions like that. But a good, maybe 20, 25 years ago, like, oh, what's your mama number? 410 da 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 da. Just type that straight in the payphone. You ain't got to drop that quarter in there. You're good to go.
No, you know what? It's funny you say that.
That's for. Let me help out.
We used to have a calling card. You remember those?
You said a phone card?
Yeah, no, not the phone card. Remember the AT&T calling cards? So if you had the international, so if you went out of the country, you had a card. You dial a number on there, it'll beep, it'll connect you to an operator, and you can dial them a number in the United States for free of charge. Because I working at ESPN Zone, never having a quarter, didn't have a cell phone. All I had was a pager. I used to use that card for the payphone that was in the break room. And I would use that payphone, use that card, and dial home to see what everybody wanted.
That's the worst payphone ever. But remember, you just you'd be hot as hell, and you walk in there. Let me hit that up. There you go. That's a little bit more correct there. And you
showing your age.
You ain't even worried about COVID and all the other stuff you're gonna get because you got to make that phone call. But you're like, you hold the hello, because you won't put it on your ear because you don't know it is downtown Baltimore. You know who the hell is on that. Bring that nasty behind funk nasty self. You over here having like an hour conversation. People look at you crazy, but you gonna talk to that girl today?
Yeah.
What you doing? Oh man, I'm just watching TV. Bus going by. You're on. Like, what the
25 cents used to get you an hour.
Yeah, man.
Shoot, man. But hey, I used to love walking past the payphone, sticking my finger in the return coin slot, and then if I found 25 cents in there, I knew I could buy me 2 daggone popsicles. I was good.
Mm-hmm. And heaven forbid, it got even worse when you first heard, like, wait a minute, I can collect no call, no money. Got you.
Yeah, but you had to help somebody answer the damn phone.
Oh yeah, but hell, let's take it back. Take it back first. Remember the pagers, man?
Of course I do. Because you don't remember that, do you? You don't remember you used to get on me about having mine all the time?
That's still right. Yeah. Yep. Still got it. 173170171. Like, what's that? Turn it upside down. Oh, you love me? Yeah, girl. Oh, was it 4 3? What was the Y?
I don't know. The 4?
1300. Was that Hey Boo?
Wow.
Hey man, shoot, man, you should know all that stuff back then. Tell people so you get that page of 911 and then the phone number in front of it. It's all popping off. Why are we going through this old stuff, man? See, that's what I'm talking about. See what happened with James right here? We missed him so much. All we could do is reminisce about years ago. About to start singing the Wonder Years theme song.
Oh Lord.
What's next?
Oh my God.
We got our power tonight. We ain't even playing around.
Yeah, we already 30 minutes in. Rampage debut. Let's get it.
So, did you watch it?
No, sir, I did not, but I know what happened. What do you want me to do? Look, I'm the Conrad Murray of this here podcast. I got to do everything.
Just go straight to wrap it up, B. You have one job. It's only 60 minutes.
I don't. What do you want me to do?
Okay. Wait after SmackDown. You're not even from Baltimore, so you can't even do the plausible deniability of, well, they was in Pittsburgh and I'm boycotting Pittsburgh because they whack. I don't like the Steelers. You can't even say that.
Really, cuz?
What?
Last night, you know what time I got in the house last night?
No, because you ain't tell me.
I didn't get in the house till almost 11 o'clock last night.
Well, how far is it from Jordan's house? Over the river and through the woods to Jordan's house we go.
You gonna get me
my
in
fault.
trouble.
You over there having to look through the window.
I don't peep through nobody's window.
Yes, you do.
I don't have to.
Oh, so you got the door key now?
Wow.
You get to walk up in there?
Wow.
Yeah,
Some married woman.
What was the name of that show? The Mysterious Murderers or some crap like that, where this woman had her little boy toy living in her closet in the guest room.
That is a grown woman who is married. She is a married woman.
So if Nia was married, you gonna leave her alone?
Stop asking me questions you already know the answers to. Because if you want to you want to put it down and put it in the layman's terms, she can get married. I will marry her.
And just for clarity, your wife is gonna say, "What about that?" She's gonna be cool with having a Samoan sister wife. Is that what you're saying?
You want me to ask her?
No.
Hold on. No.
No,
You want...
Because if you say yeah, I'll be mad, because then I'm gonna say, well, go ahead and do it so you can finally get a belt up in there.
Nope. I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her. I'm about to get her. I just sent her a text message.
Go get her then.
I'm gonna get her.
You go get her.
Come on, Rampage debut. Let's keep it moving because you're
well,
running out of time.
You watch it, but obviously you say you heard about it.
Well, Christian Cage is your champion.
That's it. That's all you heard.
That's all I needed.
Really?
What more do you need?
Oh man, I can't draw an ear to save my life. See, I'm whack now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to do that in Pictionary, man.
Whack.
I'm good at stick figures.
Wiggity whack, yo.
There you go. Whack man. That's you right now.
Whack man.
So what's your thoughts? Christian Cage beat Kenny Omega.
Beautiful.
He has the Impact / TNA champion. So he's having a homecoming, basically, because he's already been TNA champion.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going back. Scott D'Amore was there, giving him a hug, welcoming him back to TNA. So he's going to be pulling double duty. So that's the championship he won. But the question is now, at All Out, is he going to get the AEW Heavyweight Championship and take two of the major pieces of gold away from Kenny Omega? Or is it going to be a split down the middle? Or is there going to be a new stipulation that should Kenny win this match, he gets the Impact Championship back?
Well, let me stop you right there because I believe she has joined us.
I don't see it. You ain't see, you lying. Where's her picture at?
Love you if you hear wave. Wave to the People's Choice Don Rodriguez so I can put it up on the screen for him to see it. So because he don't believe you here. Boom. She's here. Now let's get into the plate. Now the question.
Got to put it out there.
No. I'm gonna put it out there.
You speaking for?
I'm gonna put it out there. The question on the table is:
question.
If I decided to marry Nia Jax, would you be happy with having her as a sister wife? I don't see a problem with it. We're just gonna have ourselves a Samoan sister. Well, I'm gonna have me a Samoan wife. You'll have a Samoan sister wife. Is there a problem?
No, it's against the law. But go ahead. Y'all ain't in one of them sister wife states.
Wait. It's against whose law?
The people.
Yeah, okay. Boom goes the dynamite. Boom goes the dynamite.
We didn't authenticate that. That could be you. I saw you set up. You got two phones over there. You probably using her cell phone now. This is what I'm talking about. You over here lying. Lies. I can have her. You want to step into the studio, love? I ain't even got time for it now.
No, she come around the corner. It's too late. It's too late.
I got time for it. I got time for it.
Come, there she go. Come on up in here.
Don't be giving us no jazz hands.
No jazz hands.
What's the problem?
He don't believe that you said it. He think I said it.
I'm all for
lying.
She said she all for it.
All right, so if we set it up, then he can get a belt too, right?
She said yes.
But for real?
Say yes.
Yes.
See?
And you get that car you wanted too, right?
You say what?
What? You get that car you wanted too, right?
Oh man, we're not even gonna talk about that. Oh man, I know we going off on a tangent. I was so distraught. I meant to call you and ask you because what do you do when your wife tells you no?
Huh?
What do you do when your wife tells you no?
Huh?
Exactly. So I'm on strike right now. You know, I said I'm gonna dress like Rick James until she relents. So yeah, I got my body glitter. I got some leather pants that I got. My hair's gonna be braided tomorrow. I started singing "You and I" every time I walk into a room. When I walk out of a room, I sing "Super Freak."
You going to RuPaul's Drag Race? What's going on, man?
I'm dressing like Rick James.
You doing karaoke?
No, I'm dressing like my wardrobe consists of everything that Rick James wore in the 80s.
I will say though, since we're talking about karaoke, if you ever get a chance to go to one of them, what's the best way to put it? The karaoke, well, I can't say how I used to say it because people too sensitive these days. But one of them LGBTQVC, one of them karaoke clubs, you should go. Take the wife.
Oh, I know it's lit.
They'll be going in, man. I didn't realize it. And then somebody I knew that was LGBTQVC. He was like, yeah, I'm going down there to karaoke. He was like, I ain't got nothing else to do. Like, fine, whatever. Next thing I know, they busted out Cher and all the good tunes. I'm like, yo, they going in.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I didn't even realize we were going to like, you coming back? No, but I appreciate y'all. It was a good time.
Man.
So I'm just saying, if you're going to get dressed up, you might as well go all the way.
I'm going to do it. You and I, we fit together like a glove on hand. That's right.
Just don't go for LGBTQVC.
Don't you know?
Shamal.
I never hesitate to come because it's always fun.
Oh, God. And then you got to smack when I'm, why you hit me? Charlie Murphy. Okay.
Oh, shit.
You want to hang with that boy, Rick James?
You want to smoke some of the stickiest of the icky with your old boy, Rick? Hey, look, I'm telling you, until she tells me I can have. Well, here's the thing. She told me no, and I didn't even ask for permission. How do you tell me no if I didn't ask for permission?
Well, just tell her it's the opposite of no, which would be on, or no backwards. Just get a tattoo and just carry a mirror around. So every time she say it, just look at it in reverse.
I'm not used to her telling me no. She hasn't told me no in 16 years. I'm not going to have her tell me no now.
True. She should have said a couple times you wouldn't have that many kids. But, that's a whole other thing.
Are we talking about kids and how many kids we have? Are we talking about that?
I'm sorry, we're talking about the no before the kids.
No. But I told her that. I said, maybe if you would have told me no before, we wouldn't be in the situation we in now. But you ain't never told me.
All I hear is flashlight.
Here's my thing, and I'm looking her dead in her eye.
I'm getting hyped up like LeBron.
Look.
With baby powder and stuff, because obviously there's a baby right there. Just, like what you want to do? Well,
I'm looking her dead in the eye right now. She never told me, stop, no, don't. It was always no, don't, stop, give it up. That's the only time she ever told me no. Exactly. Lay the pipe like a plumber. Give it to.
Like no.
Get it.
You about to get this. You about to get this.
Stop it. You gonna let me buy? I'm not. I didn't ask you for permission. Stop it. She told me no, and I never asked for permission. Shit. I seen a daggone Vista Cruiser today. I knocked on the dude. Don't ask him how much. Not even fucking playing.
She say
I'm gonna
no.
Get what I want.
She say no. You just tell her go ahead and get in line. Just draw the.
Wait. I was told if you tell me no, you got to get in line. You want to ride Space Mountain? That's oldest ride in the park, longest line.
Like, you about to get this. Say no again.
Come on, look, you want to go for a ride on Space Mountain? Tell me no.
Uh-huh.
We're going for a ride on Space Mountain.
And by the time I get done, you're going to sound like Lil Jon. Yeah!
Come here. Let me show you this hip work.
Oh, no.
I'm not fucking with you no more because you're going to get me in trouble.
Tell a girl, you better stop. I taught her how to turn the corner.
You're going to get me in so much goddamn trouble, boy. I swear.
You got to give a hint. You give her like, baby, I just found a coupon. What? Diapers $2 for $1. You better get some of this. Tell her we got them old style stamps. We got the books. We got to tear them off and everything. We go straight down to the corner store and redeem them things.
Oh my God! All right. Well, are we past Rampage debut?
Well, I mean, I could talk about all the Pittsburgh or Britsburgian stuff that went down with Britt Baker versus Red Velvet. I could talk about that, which, I like one side of her jacket. I believe it was her left side was support the Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm a Penguins fan to an extent, aka Jaromir Jagr. Pittsburgh Pirates, nobody plays. And then, the rest of it was all Steelers, and ain't nobody got time for that.
What did you just say?
Well, you got something against, you like the Pirates?
No. What did you say about the Penguins?
Yeah, nobody got time for that. Jaromir Jagr, yes. Penguins, no. But on the positive side, Jagr ended up becoming a Capital, so it all worked out.
No, it did not. He's like 59 years old, and he's still damn playing. Thank you.
Because he ain't got nothing to do. He's just bored. Tony Hawk's still skateboarding out, be like, you too old to skateboard. Like your grandpa, what you doing at the Olympics, and you over here, just ride your longboard or something like,
Always remember that.
No. Hold on, you can't see it. Hold on, I got you, dog. I got you.
No. Please, we both don't need to get in trouble tonight.
I was trying to show you my shirt, man.
We both don't need to get in trouble tonight.
Oh, okay. All right, I was trying. I'll show you what you're missing. No, I got you.
Look, I don't want to see your superfluous third nipple.
Oh, but you want? Well, you're not supposed to see it, but some people may find the third eye. Oh,
WFUNK funk. We funk. Dealers in funky entertainment and wrestling here on the mothership.
See, that's all you was missing right there. See, if we had to illustrate it, you know what I'm saying? That, them big old guns, right there and right there. And then, oh, wait, I'm not quite Finn Balor yet. Hold on.
Your bulging biceps.
Yep, there you go. I'm all Finn Balor now. And then you can't do anything without, the man meat. That's what y'all was missing.
Wow. Wow.
Just wanted to make sure y'all was aware.
Wow. He got to show the taco meat, ladies and gentlemen. Show the taco meat.
I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? You get your finger stuck in there, you're doing a good thing. All
okay.
Right, so,
look, let's move on because we about to wrap this
we can't wrap it up.
Look,
we got one more segment.
We got ADHD or something because we can't stay on topic tonight at all.
I know, right? See, all you thinking about is getting your wife pregnant. You need to calm that down.
No.
Tell her to go play some Grand Theft Auto or something. She do something with her life.
No,
don't be, you know what I'm saying, showing that thing off all in the room and stuff. Like, hey, KG, what you doing? Like, nothing. I'm trying to focus. And then she put the move on you, do one of them things. The next thing you know, bang, new kid.
No. It don't need to be a move. All she got to do is walk into the room and it's over.
Oh, snap.
Like she walked past me just now. You wasn't paying attention. I had to sit back because I had to watch her when she walked by. I tell her all the time, I hate to see it go, but love to watch her leave.
I thought you were gonna say I like it when you come. But what's wrong with you, man? Into the room. You didn't let me finish.
Here she go right now. I tell you again, hey, how many years I've been telling you I hate to see you go, but love to watch you leave. And I was told to tell you I love to see you come too.
I didn't say that.
Y'all out of control.
I didn't say that.
Out of control.
I ain't say nothing about TLC and waterfalls. I'm just trying to get to the next segment.
Oh, he said something about TLC and waterfall. Okay, we're gonna go to the last segment of the night. Was SmackDown stacking up to beat an hour AEW? Whew.
Well, did you watch SmackDown?
NC-17.
You had like 2 jobs. Did you watch SmackDown?
I'm gonna tell you what I know about SmackDown. For the last month,
is that too much wrestling for you this week?
No, for the last month, Roman Reigns has been shooting. He hasn't had a script. Everything has been coming off the hip.
Yep.
That's
and
amazing, man.
The same way. John Cena operates off bullet points, period. So
but here's the thing. Remember at one point in time we said that Roman Reigns couldn't talk on the mic? Now he's coming off the hip like that and he's delivering gold. That's amazing, man.
They realize, certain people you realize you can't have Lil Willy Wonka writing for how you talk because it doesn't sound authentic. You can have them come up with a blueprint or maybe, hey, kind of say it like this. But if you don't sound like somebody that is, dominating or representing Samoan dynasty, how the heck Johnny Come Lightly going to tell me what I'm supposed to sound like? Same thing with Seth Rollins. The character that he's portraying now, I say, is probably closer to how he could be than anything. And you can tell he's having fun. That's the difference. That difference in what we have with Cena and Roman, what you have with Bianca and Sasha, what you have also, with Shinsuke Nakamura winning the championship. That difference helped SmackDown have huge numbers this past Friday, even in competition with sports and preseason and stuff like that. The past few weeks, everybody has taken a little bit of a hit because of the Olympics, but they had huge draws for SmackDown. Waiting on Rampage's numbers to see exactly which one was better, but obviously WWE had to come strong. They had to come correct because that 1 hour of Dynamite, if it destroys your 2 hours of numbers, yeah, you got a problem. That's like, what they say about Bernie Mac in reverse. You supposed to not want to come after Bernie. But if AEW is Bernie and Bernie is finishing the night, you're going to lose every time.
Exactly.
Every time. And, I'd say for the 3 shows that they had, the only thing, everybody was nervous. So, Mark Henry was nervous. The 4-man commentary team, on Dynamite between Taz, Excalibur, Chris Jericho, and Mark Henry, I thought was pretty solid. It flowed pretty well. Everybody got their personalities across. The appearances and with Christian winning, it could have went either way. Like, I knew Christian was going to take a belt. So he's either going to win the Impact and work it that way, and Kenny Omega keeps, or Kenny Omega is going to keep the Impact and Christian's going to take the AEW. And, they set up really well for Dynamite, but WWE did its job for what they needed to do and how they conveyed it. So I'd say, just to answer the question, was it stacked enough to beat? Maybe not, because I could have added a little bit more in there, but was it stacked enough to compete? Yes.
Shinsuke winning the Intercontinental was a surprise. I will say that. Going over the production notes that you say we don't read.
We don't read that message, man.
Bianca and Sasha. What's going to happen when Becky comes back? And I promised my daughter that Becky was going to come back at SummerSlam.
Well, fortunately, yes.
God, I'm hoping I'm right.
Unfortunately, yes. But I think she's going to go up against Charlotte. And WWE has filed a trademark for the man.
Oh, Lord. How long do you think Charlotte's going to be around? Because Andrade said he wants his whole entire family in AEW, and Rick's going to go over to AEW, so Charlotte may follow next.
I don't think they are going to let Charlotte go.
I wouldn't.
Not that they can prevent her, but I mean, contract wise and stuff like that, she needs to continue that legacy up there. I know what Andrade wants, but she's going to overshadow Andrade, and that may mess up their relationship. Real talk. Because Andrade's, it's not believable for what they're trying to convey. Like Andrade, I know as good of a person, a performer as he is, I think Pac would beat the brakes off of him. So, and it's only him. Chavo's not wrestling yet that I know of. So you're talking, he's trying to take 3 people and bring them into his stable, but he doesn't have anybody to do a triple threat match with. Even Chavo, that's 2 people versus 3. But I don't really care about their little storyline.
Ooh, Chavo.
So if she goes there, that legitimizes their women's division. Britt Baker is done.
And yeah, you don't want that.
As Charlotte. Well, I think she has that. She can travel with that name. Because if she goes over and is Ashley Flair, nobody's right. Okay. I think she can roll over there, Charlotte. All she got to do is put the proper spelling of her last name.
WWE owns the trademark to Flair?
No, to Charlotte, possibly.
Possibly.
But, I mean, it all depends. I mean, Rick is smart, so he could have set it up to where just like he can be Ric Flair wherever he wants to go. That's period. He's got that. He could have set that same up. If Charlotte can travel that way, then, she's got carte blanche. But Andrade, he would be overshadowed. That's like, it would work out if we're talking like Miro and Lana. If Lana comes over, Miro's so established, it's ridiculous. She's only going to be able to compliment him and have her own, her own lane to carve out. So it works. But yeah, Andrade's over here trying to do this thing with Death Triangle, and Charlotte's going to walk in and beat Britt Baker like that and become champion.
Just walk in the door and just take it.
Walk straight in and take it.
You were just going to take
exactly
it. What?
How you would book it. Would be no problems. Britt's talking about, I'm the best in the world. I could do an open challenge. Charlotte comes out, figure 8, tap, 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 done, walk out. She would be the female equivalent of Kenny Omega when we talk about it, look at it that way.
Damn it.
And Andrade would be, whatever. Same thing with Aleister Black. He came in, he did what he needed to do to Cody. He's made and set up for success. If Zelina was to come over, she could run her own lane, especially since AEW has more women on the smaller side. So Zelina would actually be proper shape and height for her competition. Versus in WWE, everybody's bigger than her, except for Alexa Bliss. Hell, even Nikki Cross is bigger than her. Not taking anything from her capabilities, because we know what she did in Impact.
Mm-hmm.
But the body again was about the same height. So it's like Drake Maverick going in and wrestling Bobby Lashley. Yeah, it's not going to be the most eventful of a match. But Drake Maverick going in wrestling, Johnny Gargano, that's not too far off.
No.
So it wouldn't make sense. He's not there yet. Once he gets there, yeah. Just in my opinion. But Rick going there is starting to look that way. And Rick talking about, I can still wrestle. Now that's where, like, Nate, you need to set your behind down.
Yeah. We almost lost him 4 years ago. I don't want to go back to that.
Yeah, I know you see Sting there, but no, you're going a little too far now. You can't, much as, I'm a Nate fan, but at some point, yeah, you're done. It's not going to be believable. Unless you wrestle on Eric Bischoff. But other than that, yeah, it's not going to be believable.
So the question at hand, was SmackDown stacked enough to beat an hour AEW? Yes or no?
Yeah.
I say no.
No. To compete, yes.
Okay.
Because the ratings prove that they they could do what AEW has been doing for a while. So that's the key right there. If
Here's
they
my
can at least
thing.
get par, then we're okay. But it's just too much that AEW is doing. It's still too fresh, too exciting, and that's what the WWE is trying to play catch up on, is the excitement level of the show. Everybody's going to mark out and do their normal things in WWE because that's what you do. But like I said, the John Cena thing is the highest level of excitement they have right now. Problem is, it's only one show. So SmackDown is crushing. Raw does not have that. Goldberg is not bringing that. Brock Lesnar would.
I give you that.
So it's that's again what we were talking about earlier. If the people, I guess you could call them the Vince whisperers, were a little younger, have their finger on the pulse a little bit more, and actually watch other productions, and then they whisper in Vince's ear, "You may want to try this, boss. You may want to think about doing this. What's the worst can happen? Give it a shot. Do the freaking draft, which is a real draft, and everybody can go anywhere." But that's a whole nother thing. That'll never happen. But if I was a Vince whisperer, like, you're dumb if you don't do this, because they would never see it coming. You turn right around and Bobby Lashley is in NXT. Like, that's just what it is.
But see, the thing is, if you're gonna call him dumb, just don't sneeze when you do it.
I'm sneezing everything because you need to understand this mess is real.
You're fired.
Guess what? I have a viable alternative.
I can go to AEW and shine like a diamond.
Achoo. Hey, Tony, let me tell you about something real quick.
But see, that's the thing. Vince seems like he's unapproachable and he's not willing to listen to those around him.
That's what you hear, but then the problem is a lot of like younger talent and people that aren't established that can just walk up and just go straight in the room. What do they say? There's the wall of people you have to go through to get to Vince. That's the problem. That's the bottleneck. If you can remove that wall, problem. If you're 1 year in and they're coming up with giving something like, you know what, I don't know, like, well, we think this is gonna be great. You need to do this, you do this. If you haven't had that one-on-one with Vince and he pitched the gimmick to you, then you need to go ahead and find your way to the office and book your time.
It shouldn't be that you have to go through 75, 80 people just to get to him.
Yeah, and I understand you can't see everybody all the time. But if you believe in your vision for the character, now you got to deliver. Because if you say, like with the Nikki Cross, now Nikki ASH, almost a superhero. That's one of those, okay, we're going to try it. We're going to invest in the costume and all that stuff, but you have to make it work. Now, if you make it work, it's going to win for everybody. You believe in yourself. That's something that she wanted to put out there. So her doing that, then it worked. So what do we call it last year? It's not a glass ceiling. It's a plastic
ceiling.
So it's not hard to do, but you have to understand yourself and what you can do from the inside to bring it to life. Bray Wyatt was only believable because when he opened his mouth, you believe from what he was saying from the inside. And I'm talking, old style Bray Wyatt proper, when he came out and, he had his fedora and he was cutting his promos. You believe that. Dusty Rhodes, Hard Times. That promo is still classic. When he reached out on his through the T and said, "Touch me, give it to me" through the TV. I know there was people that reached out and tried to pass it to
him. I know that all too well. That
Nature
oh my
Boy,
goodness.
Nature Boy Ric Flair, back old school times, WCW, when he was doing, the promos 99% of the time with Tony Schiavone, and he's talking about, the alcohol I spilt on the floor is still more than you can make in a year because of the alcohol. The Rolex he's wearing, the Gator shoes he's wearing cost more than this. You know what I'm saying? You didn't like, well, he probably just lying. Somebody wrote that. Like, no, he's out there living a life. And then Arn, Tully, Ole, and JJ show up. Rolexes, suits, custom, money. And then you see them just get on the plane. It's not a plane that was provided. They provided that plane. Flying out, doing what they want to do, getting out the limos.
To know years later that was a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like that made the mystique of the Four Horsemen even better. Now, I mean, you got your different incarnations of the Four Horsemen. You got Four Horsemen with Chris Benoit and Mongo McMichael. I'm talking the original. And that made the mystique so much more better. And it's like, yo, they lived it as they talked it.
Didn't say anything that was not happening. When they said the party's at the Marriott in Baltimore, guess where I was? At the Marriott. And that's where everybody else was going too. Shoot. And they were there. It wasn't, no, that was a shoot. We're telling where you're going to be. Come party with us. That is what you have to feel confident in to be able to know that I can walk in and punch my ticket.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what gimmick or stuff that you're putting in front of me, I know I'm going to come out there and I'm going to deliver, and I'm going to take the most valuable time of any part of wrestling, period, which is TV time, time in front of the crowd, time in front of the millions, and I'm going to captivate them for the 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes that I have them watching me. Randy Orton said it on his Smoking Skull. It took him a while to realize that when he was cutting a promo, how the look, his eyes, and the scowl, and the grinding of the teeth, and all those things that you see him do now. Even this past Monday when he had this segment in the back with Riddle, and he didn't say anything, and the end of the segment was Riddle saying, "Come on, Randy, it's not like that," and then Randy just says, "It's like that." But he didn't give a whole facial expressions worth of promo that Riddle is just reading off and reacting to, and that's it. That's the masterclass. Jim Ross has talked about it. If you're not watching tape of the people we just got finished talking about, I'll even throw it out there for you. The Legion of Doom. When they talked, Animal was going to say his thing, and you already knew he sounded like a thug. But when you heard that raspy voice of Hawk, just go ahead and buckle up. We're going from 0 to 60. I'll even take it to another way. It didn't matter in WCW really what the heck was happening, but when Raven got the microphone, you was in. Period. You were hooked.
I'm gonna say something to you because you brung up. I don't know why you say Legion of Doom, but you brung up the Road Warriors.
Because I did that intentionally, you know that.
And the thing is, they were Chicago thugs. In the most respectful way possible. These guys used to beat people's asses at the club as bouncers.
Mm-hmm.
Just if you don't know about the Road Warriors, they would come into town. People would look and see they're tagging against the Road Warriors. Pack their gear. Don't worry about paying me. I'm not doing it, and get the hell out of Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were just as stiff and strong as they came across. And That right there is that's what makes them so great. Because once again, just like the Four Horsemen, that's what made the Four Horsemen so great. Because just what they said, they lived it. The same way Austin and Rock lived their lifestyles during the Attitude Era. The Rock would talk about his $700 shoes, his $500 shirt. Austin was about hunting, fishing, and fucking drinking beer. And that was his life. They walked it like they talked it. That's what makes them so great.
Yep. Same thing if we bring it modern, Bianca Belair. She is the EST, not because, or the strongest, the toughest, the roughest, and all that, because at the combines, she's the one putting up the fastest, the strongest, the toughest. I mean, she's doing that at the combine, the combine at the Performance Center. She's putting up numbers that people can't touch. So she's just rocking the accolades of this is what I'm capable of doing. So if I'm capable of doing it, and then I go out and do it, kind of reminds me of somebody else, that used to get steampunk, that, just had a baby that went by the moniker The Man. So just like Becky, you just punching your ticket. This is what I am. This is what I'm capable of doing. This is what I can do. This is what you're going to expect. And I'm just going to go out there and perform. I don't care who's in front of me. You're going to watch me. And that's what it's going to be. Sasha Banks, sometimes like, okay, I believe it. Sometimes, maybe not. Sasha Banks going up Bianca, yeah, you're going to lose. That's just my opinion. That's not taking anything off of Sasha Banks. She's a great worker and all that stuff. But, who am I going to believe? And that's what it comes down to. So, I guess we can get off our soapbox about that. But if a lot of the younger superstars on both brands and all brands realize that all you got to do is believe in what you can provide for the gimmick that you have, that's half the distance to the goal. If you believe it, then go out there and perform it, and the fans will believe it. But if you're not authentic, they're going to know you're faking. They're going to know you're trying. They're just not going to catch on to it. It's going to take a while. And these days, you don't have a lot of time, especially if they're firing people.
Yeah.
So, any final thoughts since we are wrapping it up, B?
Well, just the conversation period, everything. Even if it's not on topic, the conversations are awesome. And I want to say this to you, we do believe in giving flowers while you can. And I got to give you your flowers, sir.
What I do? I do nothing.
Every week, you put together a hell of a show, and we go out and execute. I'm glad I didn't get fined for not watching wrestling this week, but I had to work the big job, so I tried to keep up as best as I could while I was driving and not cause an accident. But I got to give you your flowers, man, because you take and put this you put this whole Wrestlemaniacs thing on your back, and you just say, "Fuck it, I got it," and you run with it, and you do an excellent job at it. And I'm glad to be a part of it.
Man, trying to make me crop in here.
Well, I mean, shoot, go ahead and cry. But I'm just hoping that you kind of get mad in 22 and let's do this sideline junkie league. The old guy league. we might advance. Maybe 3 times a month.
I knew it was a butter up coming.
Nah, I ain't a butter up.
Just make sure nobody leak those sex tapes. I ain't trying to get the dark side of KG.
Who sex tapes?
Oh, well, we know you got some.
Yeah, they for sale.
Oh, for real?
That's what I got OnlyFans for. That's what I got OnlyFans for.
Oh, well, you need some OnlyFans.
I need money, man. I need money better than the hog needs slop. The hell with that.
Wait a minute, I just realized this Car Show commercial with Ric Flair, the guy that Ric Flair chops is LA Knight. That's funny. Just noticed that. It's amazing.
Amazing.
I'm about to get me an OnlyFans. I'm the only fan of it, but you know. It's gonna be all Taco meat.
Well, you know, you got to advertise that this is the things you won't see on Instagram or Facebook, and then you got to be in the kitchen cooking pork chops
With my butt cheeks.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. Don't nobody want to see your fuzzy behind. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, it is. You know, you can braid that hair back there. I'm just saying, bruh. I'll show you if you want to check it out real quick.
Nah, I'm good. That's the People's Choice. Don Rodriguez. James is on special assignment tonight, out in Stankonia. Hopefully he'll be back next week. Once we get off air. No, I'm good. Once we get off air, we can check on him, make sure he's okay. Matter of fact, let's do it now because I don't want to see Don's fuzzy behind, so I'm not looking at the screen.
I'm just trying to help you out. It's got that baby hair though.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
There you go. That's a future WWE champion right there. How you know? That's how you know.
Now, see, he's gonna put you in the headlock.
Yeah, I know. He's gonna try to come forward again. Then I'm gonna have to hit him like
right
that.
There.
Oh, snap! See, that's how they come and get you.
Tap out.
We'll tap out up in here.
Tap out.
Better take that choke out. All right. See now, you get. All right, get in here again. You go and say hi.
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 Set up.
He set him up.
Go sleep. Go sleep. Yeah, go sleep. You gotta put it in there. It don't show you my game. It don't show you my game. All right, out.
Did you drop him?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Come on, man. How you gonna become champion if you can't take a bump?
You put my knuckles down.
Oh, okay, I'm about to break your face in a second.
Well, we had when Lady C was here, we had a few things booked, but we didn't get a chance to do it. She was supposed to take a bump through a table, but win a ladder match, and we didn't have a chance to do it. So,
hey, why'd you tell me about that, man? I would have went ahead. You know, we could have did the 3D.
Well, that was the whole point, but we just didn't have time. She wanted to see everything else, so I had to show her the Lincoln Memorial and the monument. We just went around and she wanted to hit DC, so that's where we was at.
Well, where'd you take her to eat?
Where did we go? We wound up getting Kochik's, which is Korean barbecue on Florida Avenue.
Okay.
Before she left, I took her down right before you get on Cobb Island. It's a barbecue spot me and my wife go to. Took her down there for some ribs and chicken. Only thing she liked the food, but she was like the hot sauce, the barbecue sauce wasn't spicy enough. I'm like, yeah, nobody has habanero and nuclear barbecue sauce just because you like it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us like our butts intact. But she enjoyed the Korean barbecue. She had something called bulgogi bop. And she said it was really good, but when I go there, all I get is the chicken. They got this garlic soy flavoring for their chicken for their sauce. Oh my god, it's to die for.
You said all this, but she ain't no crabs.
We were supposed to get crabs, but you know how much a bushel of crabs is?
Expensive, yes, I know.
Yes,
why get a bushel?
No, but it's a restaurant over in Annapolis that we go to, and for 12 crabs, they charge you $85.
What?
For 12 crabs.
God,
it's not all you can eat. It's 12 crabs, $85.
That's disrespectful right there.
Now, I wanted to get her, I was like, come on, let's go get a bushel. Let's get a bushel or two of crabs and just sit here and eat them. But the bushel of crabs, I think, was like, for males, Huh?
Was it 300 right around there?
No, for a bushel of males is like $79.
Well,
And
that's better than
that's
it was.
high, but I think the females like 95 because the females cost more.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a lot of things that we wanted to do, but we just didn't have a chance to. But she'll be back. I was hoping that we could get a hold of her tonight, but I guess not. She had to work tonight, so
you may have to go down there and get you some of that good old Bourbon Street action.
Well, that's the plan. Hopefully in January.
Yeah. God dang, it's hot down there.
Because she wants me to come. She wants me and my wife to come down in January. And I told her, I said, I'm going to get on the plane and I'm going to have compression pants and socks and pants, long sleeve shirt. And then I get off, I got to put shorts on because I'm down in the South.
Mm-hmm.
She told me, well, we get weather in the teens. I said, y'all complain because y'all got a daggone snowstorm. She said, well, we're not used to that. I said, man, that's easy. I had to coach her how to drive through a snowstorm.
Oh, man. Well, all right, ladies and gents, it's time for us to wrap this up, B.
Wrap this shit up.
Overtime. Actually, we did today. We gave you an extra 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I guess it's about that time for me to tell you to diversify your bonds.
Konnichiwa, bitches.
Dollar Murphy.
Good night.